You know what, bro? I'm starting to believe that the Laker fans don't even know what they want. I just saw this video of the Lakers fan shutting out while LeBron James was in the game, in the free throw line, which is horrible. And they were shutting out MVP, MVP, MVP. I said, hold on. We over here doing videos defending the Laker Nation, but here you have Lakers shouting out MVP. I want to understand something. Maybe there were LeBron fans, I don't know, that are within the Laker Nation. Because remember, LeBron fans and the Laker Nation is two separate, type of fan base. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in perspective, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to my Laker Nation, you know what I'm saying? But y'all want this dude to retire. Y'all want this dude out the Lakers, and y'all shouting out MVP, MVP. And this is the guy to blame, man. This dude has destroyed everything. I mean, is there anybody else to blame more than LeBron James? Is this guy right here, the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver. I want to ask Adam Silver, how do you sleep at night? Does it make you feel good to sleep at night? Do you wake up strong? Do you wake up with confidence? Do you wake up, saying to yourself, I'm going to go ahead and make LeBron more happier, and I'm just going to forget about everybody else? It's a stronghold when a player has a strong chokehold on an NBA commissioner. What about the other players that play great? What about the other players that names deserve to be mentioned? What about the MVP who plays with the OKC, Mr. Alex? Why he's not being mentioned? Why he's not being valued and respected as the MVP and also the champion? You know what I'm saying? Which is the Oklahoma Thunder. Why other players that are 10 times greater than LeBron James are not even being mentioned, or not even being noticed, or not being even put on these sports broadcasts, or even networks, or ESPN, Fox News, or anywhere else? I tell you why. Because Adam Silver has the power to change that, but he decides by LeBron James controlling him and having a strong hold on him, he doesn't want to accept the fact that LeBron James is a wasted 41-year-old man that is just manipulating and using the fact and the way that the media protects this man and doesn't try to expose this man for what it is the reason why that so many great players today, names or even teams or them just even respected by their offense and defense, ain't being mentioned. LeBron James, bro, this guy has the most destructive and ridiculous stronghold on an NBA commissioner that I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen the media treat a player like this. I've never seen the sports world back up, defend a liar, a flopper, a complainer, a crybaby, a cheater, the way that the NBA world does for this man, LeBron James. Adam Silver, you should be ashamed of your fucking self. And this is the game where they were shutting out MVP, MVP, MVP. I know that got every LeBron James fan's nipples hard. They took out the honey. They took out the whipped cream. They took out the ice cream. They took out the cherry with the grapes and the orange and the pineapples. They took out every fruit you can name except for the vegetables. It was that bad. And I'm going to tell you like this. If the Laker Nation stood there and allowed that to happen, which they did, y'all should be ashamed of yourself too. There is no way that in the year 23, this man is getting chanted, as in chanted out loud, MVP, MVP, MVP. Man, I know Kobe Bryant is rocking on his grave right now, bro. Rest in peace to the Black Mamba. I know Kobe Bryant, Jerry West, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, even James Worthy and others like Derek Fisher and so many others. Shaquille O'Neal, everybody that played with the Lakers are saying, what is going on with the Laker organization and the Laker Nation and the Lakers that used to defend what the Lakers team and the organizations stood for and the standards that they have. Don't y'all know that the Lakers team is the greatest team in NBA history? They have won more championships than any other team or any organization in NBA history, and they going out like this. They going out like this, y'all. I imagine what Wilt Chamberlain is saying to himself. I imagine what Bill Russell's saying to himself. I imagine what Charles Barkley and so many of the greats, are saying to themselves, bro. This is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this, bruh. And you're telling me on this man's 23rd year, he is being chanted MVP, MVP. This man wasn't even voted for the All-Star game as a starter in the All-Star game. Are you serious? This man is not going to make it to the first round playoffs. This man's coach is going to be fired at the ending of the season. Austin Reeves is already being forward to being traded. There's already rumors out there too that Luka needs to be traded. But I'm going to be honest with you. Luka and LeBron together, it's like salt and water. Or salt, water, and vinegar. It does not go together. But this is the NBA that we live in today. This is the era that we are calling NBA today. This is the selfish, the pathetic, the foolishness that we are seeing today. Disrespecting our old greats, our legends, our Hall of Famers that paved the way. And they're not even celebrated the way this man is celebrated. That is fucking horrific. It's scary, spooky, and hilarious to see how the NBA is going out sad like this. When this man retires, I know the NBA will go back to its place and what it once used to be. But until this man doesn't retire, the NBA just going to be sadder and sadder and worse of what it is today. This is the perfect example and an example of what total annihilation and destruction and fuckery looks like in today's era when it comes to the National Basketball Association. It is a perspective that you can't even defend no more. If you give it reason, they make it false. If they make it false, it makes it a reason. If you give a purpose, it's a negative aspect to the perspective of that negative reason or why you calling it out, and they attack you. They go overboard to disrespect you, to make you look like a fool. They make narratives, they change perspectives, and they even try to rewrite history. It's not a matter of answers or questions anymore. It's a matter of how much longer? Enough is enough. When is this going to be over? When is the ending of this fuckery? And guess what? That is the answer. when LeBron James retires, when he leaves the NBA. That's when the NBA will come back to its senses, come back to reality, and leave the matrix that they're in, and leave the fucking satanic, diabolical purpose of what the NBA is today. And in a very, very selfish and very negative way, the NBA is destroyed, none other by who? LeBron James.